2.
All right. So tip number 2 for building a profitable virtual tour business. And this is a question that I get all the time. And that is, do you need a website? So the first thing is, the type of person that might be asking this question of do you need a website is probably going to be a perfectionist. We're all guilty of it. Sometimes as artists, we want everything to be perfect. We need every last thing to be done to a really high standard in order to feel like we can go out and start doing something. But perfectionism is what leads to not getting stuff done. And eventually you just create so much work for yourself that you never actually get started because it wasn't perfect. So when you're thinking about a website, it's actually not an essential thing at all for beginners. I mean, later on, yes, but if you're just getting started, then you don't need one. You gotta keep it simple as possible at first. You take one step, then you take your second step, then your third step. You don't take 100 steps, then 100 more. It's just one. And a website isn't in the first few steps of building a virtual tour business. The first step is understanding the technical process. And the bigger thing is your outreach and your ability to communicate with new clients and sell them on virtual tours. So I see so many people out there that try to get too complicated too quickly. They start looking into things like Facebook ads, Google ads, and it's just too much too soon. Like even on my level, I still don't work with Facebook ads and Google ads because it's not necessary, because I've done other things or the steps before that. They're actually giving me plenty of success. So if I were to start thinking about a business, like growing a virtual tour business from a really perfectionist standpoint, there's going to be so many things that will get in the way. It's like, if I'm running a business, do I need to go to business school? Do I need to take a course on accounting or finance, or do I need to go to university? No. Forget about all of that. Those are steps 101, 102, 103, and so on.
If I could just amplify your point, I know that I've talked to members of the We Get Around Network Forum community who've taken 5 weeks to get all their things in place before they've actually sent one email, made one call, attempted to, and it seems like your point 2, business development, you got to get out there and start making sales.
Yeah, you've just got to do it. Like, stop being a perfectionist, stop making it overly complicated, just do it. You can have a client tomorrow if you want, even with no experience. You could potentially get to that point. Not that I'm saying you should go out that quickly, but you can. You don't need to take months and months to build a website and make things super complicated so you feel like an expert before you even start pitching. No. You'll be an expert in months, if not years. So just deal with it for now. So if you're first starting out, you can still have success as a beginner or intermediate. So don't let that stuff get in the way. While I do think a website is important, it's really not when you're first getting started. Work on your website later. Once you've got your first few virtual tours shot, then you can start thinking about a really basic website, but you shouldn't even spend more than a day working on that to begin with, because that is not your priority. You just need something that's okay to begin with. And then as time advances, you can start making it a bit fancier.
Yeah, and certainly there are a number of website platforms that make it super easy to have a professional looking website with not a lot of effort. So
yes,
get something up without being a perfectionist, but move on to business development.
Yeah, that's right. We've all fallen into the perfectionist trap, but there are so many tools out there that make things easy. And that's only when you're ready to do it, because like I said, it's not going to be the first step or even the first 10 steps to build a website. So don't overwhelm yourself with too many tasks up front.